Hello, everybody. How are you guys? I hope you guys are good. Hope you're having a great day or night, depending on where you are. All right, I gotta start. You know what I gotta start doing? I gotta start scheduling these lives for morning the night before. Because I know it's kind of crazy, especially if notifications aren't working. But yeah, hope you guys are good. I'm gonna go over a little bit of this, a little bit of that today. It's kind of like the video I did last Sunday. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Hi, Sue. How are you? Welcome in. Give people a minute to get in here. I know I'm going to start scheduling these the night before so people know what's coming. I just hate to do that and then like something comes up and I can't make it. I don't want to, I hate to be that person. So, hey, Nicole. Good so far. So far, so good. How's yours? Prayer Warrior, hello. Mm. So, those of you that are just coming in, this is going to be like the video I did last Sunday. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Not really, you know, straight about Sebastian. I actually do have, there's two things in here, I think, of all these things that I did want to mention about that. Hello, Mama. But other than that, it's all different kinds of things. Hey, Holly. Good morning. It is a beautiful day here. I mean, the sun is out, blue skies. It is 55, which is nice. All right. Those of you that are new, that are just finding this channel, welcome. Come on in. Glad to have you. Those of you that are returning, thank you guys so much for being here. We love and appreciate every single one of you. If you listen in and you like this content, please do go ahead and hit that like button for me and make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click that notification bell so you're notified of any future videos. Nice in Virginia, about 72. Oh, we had 75 the other day. It was so nice. But I shit you not, on April 16th, it was 30 degrees and there was snow. It was snowing. It was ridiculous. Yes, we did. I hope you guys all had a nice Easter weekend too. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, so let's jump right in. Let me pull up this first thing here. I found this interesting. Check this out. When they first introduced sunglasses, it started triggering a huge increase in cancer. Here's the theory behind it. Let's listen. I love stuff like this. Oops.
When they first introduced sunglasses, it started triggering a massive increase of cancer. So it has everything to do with cancer. You are filtering out certain rays of the sun, which is supposed to enter. You're blocking them out. And the pineal gland, which receives the light in a different color formation.
Pineal gland, aka third eye.
That means the entire spectrum of light. It is necessary for the body to have that light, the basic metabolic processes. Also, you have to allow UV light to come in. When you do that, you are producing a hormone in the brain that is responsible for the melanin production in your skin. So that's where your skin protection occurs. If you are not producing that, your skin becomes susceptible to even sunlight. Let's say you wear sunshades, the body thinks it's dark outside. It doesn't make that hormone that is responsible for producing the melanin to protect your skin. The light is needed. Every cell communicates with every other cell through light. Our cells require sunlight to grow and reproduce themselves, so that you have a new body constantly created over and over and over again. When they
Whoops. All right. So not taking in that sunlight is causing your body to not produce the things that it needs to for your skin, which is wild. Hey, Tina girl, we're just talking about a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Hey, Selena, Holly, Tina girl. Yeah, I I'm not gonna lie, I do wear sunglasses barely though. Not very often do I ever wear sunglasses. Most of the time it's because I don't ever have them with me. Like I'll forget them. I'll leave the house. Like I'm a forgetful type of person when it comes to my stuff. Like I cannot ever remember where I put something. Or I'll forget it as I'm walking out the door. But I'll tell you one thing I will not use is sunblock. I do not use sunblock, will not use it. That shit is not good for you, in my opinion. But it's just wild the stuff that you learn that. So as you get older, it's wild to me. I'll speak for myself. It's wild to me the stuff as I've grown, the stuff that I've learned that we were sold that actually harm us instead. You know what I mean? Instead, like sunglasses, for example. They're like, oh, you got to buy sunglasses because you got to protect your eyes. They're sensitive. You got to protect them from the UV rays. And then you come to find out you're actually, by wearing them sunglasses, you're actually doing your body harm. It's just par for the course with the world. I mean, it is crazy. I actually found out, check this out. So I'm totally blind in my left eye. Totally blind. Cannot see nothing out of my left eye. And I didn't even know this, right? Because when both of my eyes are open, hey, Smiley, long time no see. Oh my goodness. Um, so like as both my eyes are open, I can't tell that I can't see out of my left eye. You know what I'm saying? So, and when I wink, I can only wink with my left eye. So I was one day, my son was having to do a eye test in school, right? So he was like, well, what do I got to do for this eye test? So I literally like stood in front of him, put my hand over, put it over my eye, put it over my right eye first. I was like, holy I was like, I cannot see nothing. I'm like, I am totally blind in my left eye. Went to the eye doctor and he, get an exam and all that. And he's like, I think you have a detached retina. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you have a detached retina. I'm like, how in the hell do you get a detached retina? He's like, could be from anything. He goes, it's so crazy. Could be from a fight. He goes, you could literally step off the curb wrong and it could detach your retina. And I was like, that cannot be true. Like, that cannot be true. It cannot be that easy, right? So he sends me to this eye specialist. Hey, Kimberly. He sends me to this eye specialist. So I get up in there and he's like, does the whole eye exam and everything. And then he goes, okay, so yep, here's the deal. Your retina is detached. So that means no light, because what happens is light comes in through your eye, bounces off your retina, and comes back out as the picture that you see, right? As what you're seeing. He goes, your light's going in, but there's nothing to bounce off of because your retina is detached from your eye. So there's nothing for the light to bounce off of. That's why you don't produce a picture. That's why you're blind in that eye. And I go, okay, well, like, what do we do from here, right? Can we fix it? He says, yeah. Yeah. He says, so here's what we're going to do. He goes, we have to do this procedure when you're awake. We have to do it when you're awake. And I was like, okay. And he goes, oh my God, I kid you not. He's like, Okay, so what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to take your eye out, take a piece of this type of stuff. I can't remember what exactly he called it. Take a piece of this stuff, sew it into the back of your eye, put your eye back in, and then you have to lay flat for 2 weeks. You cannot bend over. You have to stay straight, like stay flat. You can't bend over. You can't do nothing. I'm like, dude. Oh, and then he says, um, and there is no saying whether or not it's gonna affect your other eye. Like I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, there's no way to tell if it's gonna affect your other eye or not. I go, but is it a guarantee that if you do this procedure that I'll have, my 20/20 vision back or whatever? And he was like, well, you could get better vision, or you could like just it could not get better. It could permanently stay the same way where you're just blind in that eye. I'm like, okay. I'm like, listen, doc. I'm like, I've got 4 kids. Okay. I've got 4 kids. I'm like, I work. Like, it's not possible for me, to do any of this. It's not possible for me to be flat for 2 weeks, not do anything, not bend over, not work, not live my life, not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't just do that. I can't just quit on my life. And for me, the risk was not worth the reward. So I was like, no way. I'll just stick with what I got. I'll stay blind in that eye. I can see perfectly fine out of my other eye. We'll leave it at that. Hey, Karen. Pebbles, welcome. Brianna's World, hello. Truth for Us. The whole procedure was explained by a guy who narrated. I don't know what you're talking about. Truth for Us. Not sure what you're talking about. While you were awake, took your freaking eye. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I was like, no. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. All right. Moving on. Would you guys have done it? If you would have done it, put a 1. If you would not have done it, put a 2. Because I'm curious. I'm curious to know. I didn't watch the Johnny Depp trial, but I don't know what you're referring to either. The whole procedure was explained by a guy who narrated Depp trial. Yeah, it wasn't for me. Oh, his started with, I got you. Truth for. I'm like, what are you talking about? I got you. Yeah, no, I just couldn't do it. It wasn't for me. But anyway, so we got on that topic off the sunglasses. But yeah. Good morning. Is that Dimmery? I don't want to say it wrong. Hey, sweet sativa, D Libby. 1, but only if I could have nitrous oxide. That makes everything better. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if some of you might have heard this already, but check this out. This is actually kind of like a crazy situation to be in.
County 911. Yes, this is Donna Jackson. I'm at Road. There's a man at my back door. He's trying to get in. There's a man at my back door trying to get in. County, let us over there. Ma'am.
Yeah, stay on the line with me, okay?
He's hollering and yelling. I have a gun.
Okay,
Listen to me. Listen to me carefully.
Yes, I want you to stay.
Gun and I will use it.
I want you to stay on the line with me.
I will. He is banging
Hey,
on the door.
Rita.
Okay.
I need him now.
He's banging on the door trying to get in.
It's a patio door and it's not worth a nickel.
I can hear him banging. He's trying to get in. Okay, they're rushing.
And the front gate is locked. There's no way I can let him in. He'll see me.
And you're there by yourself?
Yeah, my husband's at work. He's getting close to the door. I'm going to go ahead and get the gun out. It's a shotgun. It's large.
Okay. Do you live on the corner of that mall section?
Yes. He's away from me. Yeah, he's still here.
Yeah, I can hear him banging. Can you understand what he's saying at all?
Boy, he's crazy. He's crazy.
I can hear him yelling.
I'm taking the safety off the gun, man.
Hell yeah.
I don't know how he got in here. He
Take
had
the
to
safety off that.
He had to come through the very back.
So you're saying your front gate is locked?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
How does police need to
Okay. He's going to have to climb over the fence. Okay? He's going to have to climb the fence in the front yard.
The front gate is locked. I have to climb the fence. Okay?
Listen to me. Listen.
Yes.
There is a key. It's an old flagpole that's broken off. There's a wire hanging inside of it, and inside there's the keys. But if he can make it through the gate, come on. Oh, crap, he's coming around the front.
Is your front door locked?
Yes, ma'am, but it's only got a lock on the handle.
Okay. Do you have a place that you can go inside your house and lock yourself in a room?
I've got a big shotgun. I'm not going into a tiny bathroom.
Are you
Right.
still banging?
No, he's not banging. He's walking around the house trying to find a way in. Oh, crap, he's at the back.
Okay. County 13 is advising that you can defend your property if you need to.
I don't want to have to kill this man, but I'll kill him graveyard dead man.
I understand.
All right.
You just stay on the line with me until we know what county officer's on scene.
No, I will. I've turned off all the lights I can. Oh, crap, he's breaking in.
He's breaking in now.
He's breaking in now.
He's breaking
Got
in.
the gun on him.
Just
If he breaks the window, I'm going to kill him. He's walking across back and forth on the porch. He looks to be an older man. I don't want to kill him.
I understand, ma'am.
He's kicking the door. Please hurry.
Hurry. How far out?
Please hurry. He's going to make it in. Please hurry, ma'am.
Okay, I'm trying to find out where they're at.
He's kicking the door.
Okay,
Oh
they're
my
on
God,
their
this
way.
was-
They're getting shrouded en route, too.
Dude.
Please hurry.
Okay, stay with me.
I think he's drunk. He doesn't know where his pickup's at. God, I don't want to kill this man.
Okay, I understand.
Oh, dear God, ma'am.
Just try to, I know it's hard to stay calm, ma'am. Just keep on the phone with me.
I can't just got to keep on the phone, darling. It's a big shotgun. It'll break my arm. As soon as you tell me they're here, I'm putting the safe back on this sucker. They need to hurry. He's going to break this thing open. And if he does, I'll have to kill him, ma'am. I don't want to kill him.
I understand, ma'am. You have to protect yourself.
I will.
I will.
He keeps yelling, Pat.
That is a sad
Oh, he's
situation,
getting
though.
ready to break the window.
Okay.
He sounds drunk. Can you hear that?
I can hear him yelling. I can't hear what he's saying.
Oh, my God. Don't let him get the bricks. I'm trying to stay away from the window.
She's got the gun off safety. He's trying to kick the door.
It's off safety, ma'am. All I got to do is fire.
He hasn't came through the door yet.
Okay, he's got a plastic chair. Thank you, God, we don't have a big chair.
He's got a plastic chair.
Oh, he's got it. He's out of here, ma'am. I'm putting the phone down.
She hung up on me. He came through the window. He came through the door. He threw a chair through the door. She put the phone down and said she was putting the gun on him.
Ma'am, he got through the house. I'm going to shoot.
Oh, God.
Ma'am, hurry. Dear God, hurry.
Okay.
I haven't shot yet. Hurry.
Ma'am? Oh, my God. Ma'am, is your phone on cordless phone?
I shot him going out front. I hit him.
She shot him.
God, help me.
Okay,
Oh,
stay on.
God.
She shot him. I need to get an ambulance up there, too.
Oh, please, dear God, I think I've killed him. Please, Father in heaven.
Ugh. Isn't that an awful situation? Oh, damn rest. Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that is a scary situation. But I would have done the same exact thing she did. I would have done the same. And it's those people that are like, I know I saw one of the comments. I think it was like the first or second comment. And they were like, well, she didn't have to aim to kill. And it's like, dude, you don't know what that person is capable of. They are breaking in your house. Like, you don't know. Shoot first, ask questions later, because we don't have, this is your life. This lady was all by herself. She didn't want to kill that man. She didn't want to have to shoot that man. What the hell? But that's a crazy situation. This woman is my spirit animal. Yeah, I'm with you, Nicole. I am with you. I got that. We bought that. We bought that doormat that you put outside. Hey, Rita, we bought that doormat you put outside that said, if you're about to break in, you better wait. What's that say? Oh no, this house is blessed by the good Lord and a gun. Oh, this is why we have, yeah, imprint. What, honey? Yep. Hey, hold on a second, you guys. Give me just a second. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. Yeah, it's this house is blessed by the good Lord and a gun. You better get on your knees because you're about to meet them both, or something along those lines. I would have done the exact same thing. That person is dangerous when they break in, and you basically have to protect yourself, and you have that right. Yeah, yeah. That's why. Yeah, I agree 100%. But that's a scary situation, like especially if you think of like a mom or grandma or somebody being home alone. I know there was that story a few years back where there was this young mother. She was holding her baby on her hip, right? And these two dudes were trying to break into her house looking for pills. And they tried to break in, and she freaking had a shotgun, shot him right through the door. Like, she didn't have a choice. What was she gonna do? Let him in? Did they kill her? You know what I'm saying? No. Okay, let's pull this up. Yeah, sweet. That's wild. Hey, Veronica, truly welcome in. All right. Oh my gosh, society. Oh, some of these people. this girl's relationship ended. What? Oh Lord, her boyfriend was like, "What?" I am a single mother and I take care of my elderly father and my daughter who has special needs. And if someone ever broke in on me, I would definitely defend my daughter and father. Absolutely. Oh yeah. It's a doormat. We got it on Amazon. I bought a few signs too. Yeah. Just so people know. All right. I don't know what it is with chicks and girls today. Like I don't understand them at all.
How many guys have you got with in one night before?
Like 10.
10?
Like 10.
You got with 10 guys in one night?
Well, it was before we dating, so it doesn't matter.
It does matter to me.
It doesn't matter.
No, I'm being serious. Like, when did you go with 10 guys in one night?
It was before we were dating, so it doesn't matter.
She said, listen, this was before we were dating, so it really doesn't matter. You shouldn't care. He's like, what?
It doesn't matter.
No, it matters to me that you got with 10 guys in one night.
How long you guys been dating for?
A year.
It was before we dated.
It doesn't matter when it was.
Why are you getting angry? It's fine.
Bro, no,
It's not fine.
I don't even know her anymore. Oh. 10 girls in one night? 10 guys in
Well,
one
we
night?
weren't dating, so why does it matter?
It doesn't matter when it was. You're just a hoe for the streets. She's for the streets. She's for the streets.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm done.
I mean, I don't really think it's that bad. We weren't dating. Understandable. Like, it just happens. But
You know what I want to know? Not only does this girl not have enough respect for herself to not behave in such a way, to not do some shit like that, but imagine like her dad seeing this or her grandpa, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know what is wrong with society. I want to know what is wrong with people that they think that's cool or that's acceptable behavior or that's awesome. Like, it is astounding to me. You know, these are the people, these are the chicks that are in like their 30s, 40s, and never married. Because where do you go from there? Bro was like, we've been together for a year, and listen, he said you're for the streets. Isn't it crazy though? That like it is wild to me. He said you're for the streets. I'm done. Oh good Lord. I can't take it. I can't. Some people. All right, hold on. Oh my gosh, I was dying watching this. This so funny. It's so short. It's so funny. This old lady, she gotta be like 90 years old. Let's see.
My husband's always complaining about working so hard. How do I get him off the couch to mow the lawn?
Why can't you mow the lawn? Do you have a riding lawnmower? You have a riding lawnmower. There's no problem. And you can certainly get your fat ass on that and do that while he's at work.
You know when like women get to that age where they just they don't give an F anymore. Like they do not care anymore. They just let it out who they are. They let that flag fly. Fruitcake lady. I've never seen that lady before, but she cracks me up. I'm so happy to see your channel growing even more, CNY. I've been a member for a long time. It's a blessing to me to see you being blessed. Is if there's anything I can do to help. Thank you, Nicole. I so appreciate that. I do. And those of you have been a member for a very long time. You're one of my longest actual members, Nicole. So I really do appreciate you for everything. Those of you that want to join, you can join and become a member of become a member of our family. Anybody else that wants to do that's a way to support the channel. Anybody else that wants to support the channel, there's scrolling across the screen. We got Cash App, PayPal. That's always helpful. Just putting that out there so everybody knows. She has tons of videos there. So I'm gonna have to check. Is that what she's called? She called the Fruitcake Lady? Because I gotta see some more of her stuff. She is hilarious. All right, now where is it? Right here. Okay, I'm not going to play the video, but stop. Okay, here is a mother, if that's what you want to call her, and I use that term loosely. But this is her baby, and she is twerking in front of her baby inside I can't tell from the video if they're in a restaurant or a laundromat. Looks like a laundromat though. And then puts that video online. And then somebody said, is this child abuse? I want to know, like, what do you guys think of this? Like, no lie, dead ass. If I was in a laundromat and I saw a mom doing this to her child, I would flip out. I would. This is what's wrong. Is all of these kids don't come out of the womb with bad behaviors. Kids don't come out of the womb with bad, you know what I mean? Like intentions of anything. Everything that they learn from the very beginning, especially this little, starts at home. Like hate is learned behavior. Racism is learned behavior. This kind of inappropriate shit is learned behavior. You are that kid's mama. And that's what you are. Like, that is, something is wrong with you. Why would you do something like that and then post that shit online? Hello, Judy. Yeah, like I don't understand it. Like, what the hell's wrong with you, lady? Maybe she never had a mother that showed her how to be a mother. I don't know, but it 100% is, Tina. It is learned behavior that they learn at home. And the parents, whoever is in their household, are their first teachers. And people seem to look past that. But that's scary to think about how that kid is going to be raised. You know what I'm saying? What's this? Let's see. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's take a listen to this. RFK Jr. announces that vaccines do, in fact, cause autism at astronomical levels, and that the government and media have been actively lying for decades to cover this up. Let's take a listen.
Associated with major universities undertook the National Collaborative Perinatal Project, tracking 30,000 children from birth to age 8. This was no half-baked survey-based analysis. The study conducted 9 separate screenings covering neurology, psychology, speech, language, hearing, and visual function. Every developmental quirk, anomaly, and disorder was logged with painstaking detail. Autism, a condition characterized by profound impairments in social communication and behavior, would have stood out like a neon sign. There were 14 cases. That's 4.7 per 10,000. So we know what the historic numbers are, and we know what the numbers are today. And it's time for everybody to stop attributing this to this ideology of epidemic denial. In 2009, the California state legislature charged the Mind Institute at UC Davis with because this myth was already becoming pervasive, the myth of epidemic denial was already becoming pervasive in the mainstream media. The California legislature directed the Mind Institute at UC Davis to answer the question. And Irva Hertz-Pichotto is a highly esteemed, revered scientist, neurology, and epidemiologist, came back with a definitive answer: the epidemic is real.
You know, I could not agree more, and I've done a lot of research on this, especially after my son had a really bad reaction to an MMR vaccine. And listen, had I known then what I know now, it would have been a whole different story. Trust me. Trust me. I wish I could have gone back and redone it. You know what I mean? But I didn't know then what I know now. But the evidence has been out there for years and years and years and years that these do, in fact, cause autism. But people overlook it. It's like people have to be told by somebody. Like RFK, for example. Like people have to be told by somebody that has a title, or else they don't. It's like it's fake news. You know what I mean? And that's what bothers me is not enough people think for themselves. Not enough people do their own research on things. Not enough people, put the time in to figure things out. And that sucks because so much could have been prevented, it's wild too. It is wild. A white lab coat is one of the most powerful things in America, and it's insane, especially after COVID. Dude, listen, some of you that are new to me, go back and watch some of the videos I did before I started true crime. Before I did Kylie Rodney. I have so many videos on all of these things. That was my shit. That's what I was into. I was a researcher. I did all kinds of shit, and then I couldn't wait to share it with everybody. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. But my son had the MMR vaccine, and we came home. It was a little while later, it was dinner time, and I went in there and I was like, all right, come out for dinner. And he was like, Mommy. And I was like, what? And he was like, I can't walk. Like, my legs hurt so bad. Like, he could not walk, you guys. And I was like, what do you, I'm freaking out. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, Mommy, I can't walk. Dude, my heart, as soon as he said that, my heart sunk to my feet. And I was like, oh my God. So I picked him up, carried him out to the table. Like, I was freaking out. I'm like, I called the doctor's office. I'm like, listen, my son's got, this is what's going on. They were like, oh, ma'am, sometimes that happens, just give him some child's Tylenol pain reliever and he'll be fine, blah, blah, blah. I was like, this is not normal. I have never heard of this before, And after that is when I started doing my research into vaccines. But after that, my kids never got another one because I was like, there's no freaking way. I am putting my kids all through that. Like, there's no way. I'm not taking that chance. Like, luckily, so for 2 days, his legs were so sore. He literally couldn't walk. Like, I was scared that he was going to be like paralyzed or something. But after on the third day, he was able to walk and, everything, but it was scary. It was scary. And my youngest daughter, so this was like right before my son had that. This was like a month before my son had that MMR vaccine. So I take my daughter in. Oh no, I'm sorry. It wasn't. This was after, because the school was like, oh, she's behind on this one shot. She's got to get it before she can come back to school. And I hesitated and waited. I didn't want to do it. I did not want to freaking do it. So listen to this. I didn't talk to her about any of this. You know what I mean? So we get there. We go in. She's on my lap. And this nurse walks up. She's got I shit you not, my daughter flipped out, started kicking the nurse. Like, she was flipping out. She was like, get away from me. Like, get it away from me. But like flipping out. I've never seen my daughter act like this before. Never seen it. And she would not calm down. She was screaming. She was like, wanted no part of it. We walk. I'm like, okay. I'm like, what's going on? So I'm like, lady, we're not doing this today. So I take my daughter out. We walk out, and there's all kinds of other kids in there. And you should see in their faces when we walked out. They were like, what is going to happen to me when I go in that back room? And so we get out to the car, and I was like, what is going on? I've never, like, what happened in there? I'd never seen you act like that before. And she was like, please don't make me take that. Like, it was something about her intuition, and her body was telling her, do not put that poison in me. It was wild. I never seen anything like it, guys. Exactly. COVID woke me up to the medical misuse. I woke up to the fact also our government works against us and is not our friend. My daughter had to be put in hospital at age 2 after vax. Never again. She's 16 now. Thank God. Oh, thank God, Holly. Hey, Silence. Glad to see you. Lisa, I have an ABI, which happened in the 80s. And I was told at that time that I could never achieve anything beyond working on a checkout. Wow. Is DPT the DTAP? Is that what you're talking about? October? Welcome in, by the way. Yeah, a lot of these, dude. If you look into a lot of these, you'll see how ridiculous they are. But anyway, don't take my word for it. Listen, do not take my word for it. Do your own research. Hold on, I'm pulling up the next. All right. Hey, AOC, I thought you said we all have to make sacrifices to prevent climate change, the apocalypse. Here she is getting off her private jet, or getting off the private jet. This is the kind of stuff that makes me angry. And not angry, but it doesn't make me angry anymore. That was the wrong word. This is the kind of stuff that irritates the shit out of me. Is that we're told, oh, you got to reduce your carbon footprint. Oh, we got to get rid of cows because they have too much gas. Oh, you got to get rid of your gas powered vehicle because of the environment. You got to use paper freaking straws. You can't use plastic bags. Like all of this shit that they want to blame on us. Our little tiny little things like this are nothing compared to these billionaires flying everywhere in these freaking jets. So I say you can take climate change and shove it up your ass. Because I'm so sick and tired of all of the bullshit and all of the games that these people want to play and put it on us like it's our job to, stop doing any little thing. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, we got to get rid of the cows and give you fake meat because the cows produce too much gas and it's bad for the environment. Oh, please get out of here with that nonsense, because it ain't flying with me. So I just looked it up once again, and it says that there is no connection between the vaccine. Yeah, I'm sure that is what it says. It's wild. Right. Rules for thee, but not for me. Yeah. Well, I'm about over all that nonsense. I can't say I'm about over. I've been over all that nonsense. Ugh. A mother has sold her 17-month-old child to 6 men for money. This chick sold her 17-month-old child for money.
They are scum. They are evil.
A mother sold her 17-month-old daughter to 6 men in exchange for money. She was charged with a first-degree felony. On July 28th, 21-year-old Erica Lawson took her 17-month-old daughter, Elena Hembry, to a hospital where doctors tested the DNA of 7 different men who had already lost their lives. Her mother, Erica Lawson, was arrested as a result, and court documents show that Lawson allegedly admitted to selling Elena to at least 6 men who subjected her to terrible SA. Elena was later airlifted to East Tennessee Children's Hospital due to serious injuries. On Sunday evening, Elena was announced to have stopped breathing and passed away in the hospital on the evening of July 30th. And at least 7 different types of DNA were found in her body, which is really terrifying. She is only 17 months old, yet she has suffered these terrible things to an unimaginable degree. We hope to seek justice for little Elena. Lawson is being held in a Kentucky prison on bail of $1 million, but to my knowledge, she may not be convicted and may not even be punished. May the deceased rest in peace.
This is what is wrong with the world. This shit right fucking here. Oh my. Wow. This dumbass bitch sold her 17-month-old daughter to men for money. And oh my God. Why didn't she sell her own fucking dirty ass for money? Dude, line her up. Dude, line her up. That's all I got to say. It is sickening to me that there are so many people out there that want kids and cannot have them. And then you have disgusting pieces of trash like that will do that to a child like that. No. I can't have like stuff with kids. Oh man. I just can't deal with it. I can't. Yeah. Oh God. She needs worse than an eye for an eye in this situation. Speaking about another piece of trash, Texas man broke into hospital nursery, said die as he strangled and shook newborn babies until they turned blue. Like, seriously. I mean, you get to the point where you're like, man, I understand why God flooded the world in the first, I understand why that happened, because there was so much evil running rampant that, you look at the world today and you look at society today, you're like, yeah, we're about there. Like, I get it. We're about there. Texas. Oh my gosh. Okay. So on a better note, roast your friends. It's science.
New study finds that friends who often playfully insult each other are 300% more honest and loyal. Research shows that we should all absolutely relentlessly roast our friends. Contrary to popular belief, psychologists believe that friends who grill each other with frequent, good-natured jokes might have stronger friendships after all. Have I told you how much older you are than me lately? Fuck off.
What do you guys think? See, I do kind of get the honesty part of that, because like, you're supposed to be honest with your friends. Like, if your friend says, hey, does this make me look fat, or does this look bad on me? And it does, you're supposed to tell them, yes, it does, because they're your friend. It's better you tell them than, a stranger on the street, right? But at the same time, like, I don't know. I'm just not like the type to, I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, I definitely have no problem telling my friend the truth. But I also, it's hard to, I don't want to treat my friend badly either. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to pick at them or make fun of them or anything like that. But listen, if you're my real friend, if we're friends, yeah, joking around is different. Like, lighthearted things. But like, if you're my friend and listen, I think you should know something about what you're wearing or how you look, or you know what I'm saying? Like, something like that, I will tell you. Right. As long as they're your true friend, then you can be truthful. Right. Karen says, I think it depends. I think you can say it without being cruel. Yep. Retha says, nope, I don't treat people ugly, especially friends. I know there's a lot of, though, like, it does make you wonder, because like, if you can, I don't know. Not all friends do that, though. Proud, for example, look at the tryouts for American Idol. Some of them don't have friends. Dude, right, Nicole? Right? And I'll see some pictures. Like I'll be going through X and I'll see this woman who, you know, again, not fat shaming or anything, but you'll see this woman who's like 400 pounds and she's got this tiny little crop top on. Her stomach's all out. Her legs are all out. She's got these little booty shorts on. And you know, the first thing that comes to me is, do you not have anybody in your life that loves you enough and respects you enough to tell you not to go out of the house looking that way? You know what I'm saying? Grass monster. Where I come from, if someone isn't hurling good humored insults at you, they probably don't like you. That's a way to look at it. But like, that's literally the first thing that comes to my mind. Like, do you not have anybody to tell you that that is not how you should be leaving the house? You know? That's my thing. I don't know. But there's a science behind it. Friends who jokingly around and insult each other, you know, for fun, just for shits and giggles, are 300% more loyal, according to science, according to the white coats. I never seen a comment like this, so I just wanted to bring this comment up. I was talking to a friend last night about how there's really something really dark about smoking weed. It's weird how being a stoner inevitably pulls people into degenerate, gay stuff and demonic witchcraft stuff. It's not something you see as much with heavy drinkers. At first, I'm like, is this like meant to be? Are they trying to be funny? But no. And listen, I, for one, can tell you that I have never ran into any kind of demonic, degenerate weed before in my life. So I just wanted to say it because I was like, what? What were you smoking? Because I don't think it was weed. I don't think it was weed. Home slice. Stay inside. Don't dare going into public. Right? Like, well, I don't know what I don't know what she was smoking, but damn. You're not my friend without trust. So yes, tell them in a caring way. If you're pissed, tell me. Sarcasm between friends is a must for me. I see that. I see that. I get it. Getting weird, right? What the hell? Well, listen, I just never seen anything like that in my life. I'd rather hang out with a stoner all day than a drunk. Yeah, for real. It is in New York. Yeah, it is. It's legal here. Oh, yeah, here's this other one about, okay, I'll play that in a minute. Okay. All right, now wait a second, because I don't know if I can play this video just because the kid is holding a knife. But so anyway, I don't want to get in trouble for playing it, and I don't want to take down my video. So there's this kid, he's crying, and he's talking to his dad, and the kid is holding a steak knife, right? And the kid's holding it like, you know, like you would if you were gonna try to go at somebody with it. But the kid's crying, and he's like, all I asked you to do was share some pizza with me. And this is what pisses me off. I mean, this is what makes me mad about the father. And this is, you know, after you, if you watch the video, which you can go watch it on your own, it's poll, I don't know. It's this right here. But anyway, so the kid's crying and he's like, I just wanted some pizza. And this is what's weird. He goes, I gave you what you want, but you won't give me what I want. I just want some pizza. And the dad goes, well, what? You're going to come at me with a knife because I won't share my pizza with you? And the kid's like, why won't you give me any pizza? Like, I just want some pizza. And I don't know, I don't know what the kid had to do for the dad, but the kid was like, I did what you wanted. Now you gotta, you can't give me what I want. And I just want some of your pizza. And the dad's like, you're going to come at me with a knife because I don't want to share my pizza with you. Now, first of all, why are you not giving the kid? First of all, I don't even want to know what that kid had to do for you. Second thing, why are you as a dad going to sit there with a pizza and not give your kid any freaking pizza? And then when he tells the kid to get the hell away from him and get out of here with that nonsense, but he says it in a more, mean way. Then he calls the kid names. He calls him fat, calls him a bitch, calls him this, calls him that. And oh my God, like I cannot stand to see kids being treated this way. A, and B, what kind of parents are raising these kids these days? Seriously. Like what kind of parents? Well, you know what? I don't know if I don't want to get I'm not gonna, because I don't want to get a strike. Then I can't upload for a week. That'd be ridiculous. I'd be so pissed. But I did want to mention it. Ugh, that's not good, Karen. Isn't that crazy though, Veronica? Right. Like, ugh. The whole situation in that whole video was super, like the whole thing was sad. The whole thing, all the way around. It really, really is. Those of you that are just coming in, please do me a favor and please hit that like button. Where is my phone? Hold on a second, guys. Oh, no. Okay. Sorry. All right. All right. Oh, listen. Let's listen to this lady.
Day 5, no food. And nobody has sent me $1. I've lost my food stamps. I've lost my cash benefits. Section 8 is on hold. My disability checks are on hold. I have almost 200,000 followers, and I can't get one person to send me 50 cents. One person. It is the taxpayer's responsibility to support me and my children. So if you are watching this and you don't send me something, you're going to get blocked. Because what is the point of even having a TikTok account if your followers can't help you out during the hard times? It is not my responsibility to feed these kids. It's the taxpayers. So until I get my food stamps back, I need everybody to pitch in teamwork and send me something to eat.
All right, guys. Let me hear it. What do you think? What do we think? Oh my God. No, she's not. She literally has a bunch of videos like that. It's all like that on her channel. On every one I've seen of her is like that. And I only see it on the X, of course. I don't go on. I'm not on. I have a TikTok, but I'm never on it. But I can't get over it. It is not my job to feed these kids. I'm going to go back. This lady did. This is what happened. So she had a 2023, I think, BMW. She got she got like lots of money in food stamps. She got thousands in cash benefits. Section 8 was paying her rent. So she must have been lying about her income in the first place. And that's why all this stuff got put on hold. Her disability, her this, her that. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it again.
Day 5, no food. And nobody has sent me $1. I've lost my food stamps. I've lost my cash benefits.
So she must have got reported, and they started digging into her and went, okay, yeah, we're pulling all her shit.
Section 8 is on hold. My disability checks are on hold. I have almost 200,000 followers, and I can't get one person to send me 50 cents. One person. It is the taxpayer's responsibility to support me and my children.
You hear that? It is the taxpayer's responsibility to support her and her children. Not hers. Not her responsibility. No. It's yours and mine and everybody else who pays taxes. I mean, really, is this like, have we entered the Twilight Zone? Oh, Flo's like, quit smoking whatever you're smoking, lady. Dude, it's the entitlement is insane.
So if you are watching this and you don't send me something, you're going to get blocked.
Let me ask you this. If you guys were her followers and you were watching this, would you send her anything? As her followers, as her people, would you send her any money? Guess I'll be blocked then. A laugh emoji. And I'm not trying to make fun, because trust me, I've been in a position where I'm hungry. You know what I mean? I get it, but her attitude, dude, is a turn off. Exactly. Even if I had the money to send, I just because of her attitude, I would not send it. But let me tell you this. So there's this channel. Oh my God, what the hell's the name of it? It's a YouTube channel. They're like a prank channel, but no, they did this experiment. No money, but I'd send her. Oh my God. No money, but I'd send her a foraging book. She'd be like, what is this? Dude, hope floats, ain't that the truth? So, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So there's this channel that they did this experiment, and they had this guy, he dressed up as like a homeless person or whatever. And he was in, like, let's say just Manhattan. I'll give you an example. It was a rich area. And, he just asked somebody, he was asking him, like, do you got $1? Do you got $1? Do you got $1? I shit you not. He probably asked 30 people and not one person gave him $1. They all had it, but not one person offered up $1 to him. Then they took him to, a poor section of a city. And where, lots of homeless people around, lots of low income people, right? So they took him there, and he did the same thing, went around asking for $1. There was this homeless guy that was sitting, or I don't know if he was homeless, but there was this guy sitting on the street, and he was he had one of them cups where he was like collecting change and stuff for people. He took $2 out of his cup and handed it to him. There was 3 other people that gave him $1 in the poor section. The rich folks wouldn't even touch him, wouldn't even help him. It was the poor people that were willing to help him. It was the people who understand the struggle that were willing to help him. But I guarantee you, if he walked around with like that attitude that she's got right now, I guarantee you nobody would have given him $1. I do. I feel bad for the kids too. I do. I've had hard times where, you know, I've had to go without, but I made damn sure that my kids could get what they needed. I found a way. Her eyelashes even cost $200, so she should give up getting them lashes done and feed her kids. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, she's got to make money from TikTok, right? 200,000 followers. You got to be making some kind of money.
Because what is the point of even having a TikTok account if your followers can't help you out during the hard times? It is not my responsibility to feed these kids.
Oh, look, she's got her nails done too. Yeah. She got her nails done too. Of course she does. But just to have that attitude, like that's what's wrong with women. You know, that's what's wrong with certain women. Not all, obviously not all women. But they have these kids and then it's not their responsibility to take care of them. It's somebody else's. It's somebody else's problem. It's somebody else's issue. And that shit just, you know, it makes me mad. Like, not even like you're putting in an effort. You know what I mean? It would be different if she was putting in an effort, but she's just straight up saying, it's not my responsibility to feed the kids that I gave birth to, that I brought into this world. It's yours and yours and yours. And your husband who works 60 hours a week. It's his responsibility.
It's the taxpayers. So until I get my food stamps back, I need everybody to pitch in teamwork and send me something to eat.
Wow. Like, I was just shocked when I seen that. I was like, that's crazy. There's no way. I didn't make money my first 3 years on YouTube. 19, 20, 21, 22. Oh, I lied. I didn't make money. 19, 20, 22. I didn't make money my first 4 years on YouTube. Not one freaking penny. Not one freaking penny. Yeah, she'd be okay. Yeah, it is sad though. I mean, obviously not for her. She's obviously got money to go get her nails and her lashes done. I mean, yeah, I understand that. But there are people that are struggling out there. All right, moving on. Before I go on to this next video, if you have not already done so, please hit that like button for me. And please consider becoming a member of the family. It's a fun way to support the channel. You get extra content. You get extra chats every now and then. Thank you. I wonder too. I wonder if her followers sent her anything. I don't know. You have to go on her channel if she has less than 200,000 followers. You know, a lot of them got blocked. All right, but I want to ask you this. What made you want to go about becoming monetized, CNY? You homeschool your kids, don't you? Best way to have extra income. It is. I do. And that was one thing was I put so much time into doing my videos and a lot of research, you know, into doing things. And that takes a lot of time. I do homeschool. It is extra income. So that, you know, helps. But that was my main reason, obviously, was to, make some money off of what I was doing. I mean, it's no different than working a job, and not to mention that I was also working full time. I lost my job in January. So now I'm just doing this. Until something else comes up. But yeah, but I mean, it doesn't pay for, the little bit of follow. Like, I have 8,000 subs. It's trust me, you can't live off it. Not even close. What I make off YouTube pays 2 bills every month. That's it. Yeah. Remember our drives, Nicole? Used to come on them drives with me all the time. What was I going to say? Oh yeah. So before I go into this next video, let me ask you guys a question. Now, you're either going to put a 1 in the chat or you're going to put a 2 in the chat. Okay. Now, when you were in school, how many states did they, this is going to sound like a dumb question, but really, listen, how many states did they teach you that there was? 50 or 52? If you were taught there was 50 states, put a 1 in the chat. If you were taught there was 52 states, put a 1 or put a 2 in the chat. Wow, Kath, I did not expect to see any 2s. Wow, really? Okay, let me play this video.
So apparently I'm part of that Mandela effect where there was 52 states. When I was in school, I was taught that there was 52 states. That's not a thing. I just seen another girl make a TikTok about it, and they were like, "What are the other 2 states?" I don't know. I just remember in kindergarten I was taught there are 52 states. Pluto was also a planet when I was in school, and they kicked them to the side. But that's always impacted me. Like, I've always just still counted it because I learned the song singing Pluto in there. But 52 states, yes, I was taught that in school. If you were taught that in school, like, follow, share, drop a comment. How many states do you remember? What other Mandela effects do you remember? Because I would assume this is kind of like a Mandela effect, right?
All right, what do we got here? 50 states plus Guam and Puerto Rico, their territories. Doc and PR. Dude, there's only 50 states. Like, there's only 50 states. There was 48, and then Alaska and Hawaii got added, and now there's 50. But I didn't think, I was like, I didn't know what to think when I saw that, because I was like, there's 50 states. And this may sound crazy, but the only thing I could think of, oh, for God's sakes, don't even get me started, for real, on the education system. 1960s, early 70s for me. I learned Alaska, Hawaii added in 1959. Yes. Wait, what? Hello. Elizabeth Smith. Hello. Ardmore. Hello. How come they said they wanted to add Washington, D.C., saying it would be the 51st state recently? I don't know. But I can tell you that there's 50 states. There's 50 states. And when she said 52, I'm like, what? And it's funny Because Chad said the other day something about this. There being 52 states. I go, Chad, that's my husband. I go, there is not 52 states. I go, there's 50 states. There was 48. And then Hawaii and Alaska. Mellow, long time no see. I'm so glad to see you in here. Holy moly. Been a long time. So there was 48, and then Hawaii and Alaska were added as states. There's 50. Oh my gosh. It's crazy, right? You know what I think people do get confused about though is like, and I know this is not this, you'll probably be like, how do you get confused with states and card decks? But there's 52 cards in a deck. And for some reason, I think people correlate, like when people think 50 or 52, I think where people get 52 from is like there's 52 cards in a deck. There's 50 states in the United States. Like, am I crazy? Like, am I insane or what? Yeah, but it's a territory. It's not like a state, though. It's not states. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. The Gulf of America, mama. Crazy. Oh my goodness, you guys. It's nice to laugh because I see a lot of dark shit that I deal with every day out here. It's so crazy. But oh my goodness. I had to like, what? Oh God. I so funny. Oh, my eyes are watering. Like, I could not believe it. Okay. 93-year-old man shoots apartment manager in both legs over water damage in his unit. 93-year-old man, water damage in his unit. He said, you know what? I ain't got no time. Like, I'm about out of time. I ain't scared. That is wild to me. Over water damage. Like, was he having a bad day or what? He woke up on the wrong side of the bed that day, looked at that water stain and said, I fucking had enough. I'm 93. What are they going to do? You know, just ain't got enough time left to care, I guess. I mean, the guy lived. He got shot in both his legs, but he lived. But dude must have woke up, said, oh, that fucking water stain. I can't deal with it anymore. I don't mean to laugh. It's just a funny thing, right? Isn't that funny? I know. I don't mean to laugh. It's not funny, obviously, to shoot someone. But my God, you got to laugh sometimes, guys. I can't. I know. True, Elizabeth. Well, history has been rewritten and math is not 2 + 2 anymore. I guess some are using those crazy formulas now to add coming up with 52. Dude, you ain't lying. You are not lying because the math is not mathing anymore. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, I've got videos on Mandela effects. I got videos on vaccines. I've got videos on Mello's been following me for a long time. They know that I got all the videos that I did. I was trying to tell them, Mello, all the videos I did before I started true crime, because you followed me way back before I started Kylie Rodney. I really enjoyed making those videos, but YouTube does not enjoy you making those videos. They want to push that shit to the back. It's okay. My grandpa had Alzheimer's and I had to laugh to get through all of it and some stuff. And he said and did was great. Yeah. I hear you there. Check this out. Sugar Factory in Atlanta served 3 little girls alcoholic drinks without telling the parents. That music's gonna get me copyrighted. So Sugar Factory gave them this drink that had alcohol in it. Wait, are they talking? I'll end up having to go back after and mute the section of this video, but I guess I'll play it now. But I'll have to go back and mute it so it don't copyright me.
Hey guys, try this, the Sugar Factory Diamond. I forgot the last one. But
I have never heard of Sugar Factory. Have y'all heard of that? Somebody commented Sugar Factory is and never was a place for kids. So I don't know. I've never heard of it. Because I don't want them to stop me while I'm live right now, and they will too. And they all ended up in the back of an ambulance. Isn't that wild? I started going down the rabbit hole in 2014. Your other channel a long time ago had a lot of great. It's still the same channel, Mellow. This is all my videos are still here. You just got to go back way before. They're still all on here. And then a lot of them I was having to move because that was during the cancel culture, dude. Like that was when YouTube was like shutting people shit down. So I had to move a lot of my I had to move a lot of my COVID content and my vaccine content over to BitChute, which, oh my God, I ain't been over there in forever. Like years. But yeah, I had to having to move all that over there because YouTube was like striking me left and right. It was crazy. I was about to lose it. So, but a lot of my videos are still on this channel. But have you ever heard of the Sugar Factory? Is that like a common type of restaurant? I've never heard of it, so I was just curious. Like, we don't even have In-N-Out burgers here. So, I don't know. Me either. That's wild. Mama, oh my goodness, you're funny. Huh. Oh, heard of it, but never been there. I wonder if they thought it was like made for the adult that was with them and somehow got it mixed up. Either way, not good. Oh, that could be too. I know it, dude. It looks like an alcoholic drink, though, to be honest with you. I mean, it does. It looks like a kind of an alcoholic drink. Hey, Charles. Yeah, right. Sugar, fat. Yeah, really. Did you guys ever watch him? Oh my gosh, so freaking funny this guy is. Love Jeff Foxworthy.
Fact of life, women always have more questions than men have answers to. Great example of this. 6-7 months ago, I get a text one day. The text says, please pray for Tom. He was in a bad wreck. I walk into the kitchen where my wife is. I said, hey, I just got a text that said, please pray for Tom. He was in a bad wreck. She said, was he driving? I said, I don't know. I just got a text that said, please pray for Tom. He was in a bad wreck. Were Carol and the kids in the car with him? I don't know. I just got a text that said, please pray for Tom. He was in a bad wreck. Were the people in the other car hurt? I don't know. I just got a text that said, please pray for Tom. He was in a bad wreck. What hospital did they take him to? I don't know. I just got a text that said, please pray for Tom. He was in a bad wreck. She said, well, you don't know anything. What do you know? I know you need to pray for Tom. I just got a text that he was in a bad wreck.
Oh.
That's all I got. I ain't holding anything back. That's it. People pointing at each other here.
Dude, do you guys do that? Because I know for sure that I do that. Like my husband was talking to his dad the other day. And he was telling me something after he got off the phone. And I'm like, what? I go, well, what was he doing? He's like, I don't know. I go, well, I was asking all these kinds of questions about what he was telling me. Like, so he told me this one thing and I was asking all kinds of questions about it, kind of like that. And he was like, I don't know. He just told me this. And I'm like, well, you don't ask no freaking follow-up questions. Like, do you even care? Like that's the, like when somebody tells me something, I'm at like, really? How'd that happen? What? Why? Who else was there? Did anybody see it? Oh, God. Oh, my God. I love Ron White. I love all of them, though. They are so funny. He said the word of the day is, would you, did you? You didn't bring your truck, would you, did you? Oh, I love all of them. It's so funny. Comedy is a whole, dude, I love me some comedy. I watch comedy specials and shit all the time. Yes, you got to ask them follow-up questions. And men, they just like, I don't know. They're like, yeah, I didn't feel the need to ask these questions. Must be a women thing. Oh my God. Yes. Matt Rife is one of my favorites. He for real. That shit is so funny. I love, oh my gosh, Matt Rife, Cat Williams. Tony is hilarious. Kill Tony. I forget his last name. I don't remember what his last name is, but he is funny. Ron White. I like the other one, Bill. What's his name? Bill Ingalls. Bill Engvall. Oh my gosh, there's too many. But they're hilarious. I like to laugh. Like I'm a comedy movie person. I like funny. Oh wait, Leah, is that the lady, the tall blonde lady? Yes. Is that her? Is that who you're talking about? Hope Floats? I think that is her name. Yes. She is funny too. Yeah, she is funny. I really like Wanda Sykes too, dude. Her comedy is hilarious. This is America. When the national anthem did not play, a dad in this crowd stands up and stepped up. They would not play the national anthem at this kid's game. So the dad stood up and said, "You know what? I got this."
At the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous
Oh, you're welcome,
was
Rita.
so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, Zetas, that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Play ball. I don't know. The national anthem, this is going to sound weird, but the national anthem is always one of those songs that like I feel happy. Like it makes me feel good when I hear it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It could be just me. I could be, you know, a nut, but it's just one of those songs that like I love to hear it. And especially like a dad to get up and sing it because they refuse to play it. Like that makes me happy. You know what I think of when I hear it, like a lot of times, is do you ever see Curly Sue, the movie? Did y'all ever see that? Exactly, Veronica. But you ever see Curly Sue? And she gets up there and she sings it, play ball. You know? She says that at the end. It just always comes to my brain. I don't know why. I used to love that movie. Hi, honey. So speaking of patriotic, so my husband says to me the other day, he goes, babe, they're trying to right? Elizabeth, right? So he says to me the other day, he's like, you know, they're trying to make it so you have to like kids have to get up in school and pledge allegiance to the flag. And I was like, yeah, like I did that in school. It wasn't a thing. It wasn't a, you know, it was just something you did. You just did it, right? Like, he's like, do you remember the pledge? I'm like, yeah, baby, you don't remember the pledge. And he was like, not really. But anyway, so the point was, and don't explain why they don't play. Anyway, the point was, he was like, why do they force kids to pledge allegiance to the American flag? Like, did you ever stop and think about why they do that? And I was like, no, because I just grew up doing that. Like, that was just something we did. I know. It's like imprinted into my brain. Like, how do you forget that? Love you. But so what do you guys think? Like, do you think it's a good thing that they make kids do that in school, or do you think it should be like an optional thing? Us people gave their lives for this country. Yes. Foreign countries get all emotional listening to our Star-Spangled Banner. The words hit the heart. I agree with that. Yeah. I just think, I don't know. It's just like, I mean, it's just always something you did. Like, I never really tried to think about why it was like that. It's just always what it was. I just had a conversation. Hey, Amber. I just had a conversation with my friend that lives in Aruba about the Pledge of Allegiance. It's just another way of indoctrinating children. See, I think that's where he was going with it. I think that's where he was going with it too. Is like it's just another form of indoctrination. I don't know. Yeah, just something about the national anthem. It always gets to me. I don't know. I know. That's Mama. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, babe, you don't remember it? What? That, there's just certain things you do that, like, you did it. I mean, we did it every day. It's like, how is it not imprinted in your brain? Oh, see, yeah. And when I was in school, prayer had already been taken out. They had already taken that out of school. But I did have my kids when they were in school. I did have them in. They offered a Bible study class after school. It couldn't have been during school hours. It was after school, at the school, but taught by, a lady from the church that would come and do it. So it was an hour. It was an hour twice a week after school. But I put them in that. Of course I did. Because I'm like, I think one of the big problems was that they brought all, that's a whole nother, listen, that's a whole nother video. Oh, Elizabeth. Prayer Warrior says it shows appreciation for our country, but it shouldn't be forced. Yeah. But I didn't hear anybody say anything. Did y'all ever see the movie Curly Sue? Did you ever watch that? I wonder. That was a popular movie when I was a little kid. Hey, Kristen. Grew up in PA and my little school still did praying. Oh, that's nice. Pfft. New York. Nope. They were like, nope, take that shit out. I still hate commercials. I hate commercials. But commercials aren't the same now as when I was a kid either. Like, commercials are so different. Now every ad you see is like for a pill or a prescription of some kind or some type of drug. And you're like, oh, good Lord. No, Tomorrow was in Annie, Nicole. Annie sang Tomorrow. Curly Sue got up and sang the national anthem. She had the long brown hair and her dad was like her dad pretended to get hit by that lady's car. And then the lady took him and his daughter in because they had nowhere to go. They were homeless. And she took them in and she let them live with them. And yeah, I'm DVR everything, fast forward through commercials. I don't even have DVR anymore. Now I just stream everything. Yes, Nicole. Yep. Her dad taught her how to be like a con artist too, because that's how they survived. Wild. It ended up it being a really good movie though. She said Annie kills me. What a crybaby. Oh no. Like when I remember when I was little, oh good Lord, what's her name? My gosh, I had all of her movies on VHSs. Oh come on. Curly hair, short curly hair, cute as a button. The hell was her name? Somebody help me. Shirley Temple. Thank you. Yes, Shirley Temple. Yep, Shirley Temple. Exactly. We got to get you YouTube Premium at least. They should give it to creators anyway. They should. You know that? I used to watch Curly Sue when I was little. It was my sister's favorite movie. Here for the Truth. Good to see ya. Yo. Yep. Good times. Good times. Yes, everybody. Friendly reminder, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you are not, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a stream. Thank you, Kristen. Yep, The Little Princess. And then Little Women. She was in The Little Women too. That was a good movie. All right, let's see what else we got up here. Yep, anybody that wants to can consider becoming a member of the family. Anybody that wants to do more, you can donate through Cash App, PayPal. Links are all in the scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Dude, if I have to get Hulu, or I won't do, if I have to get Hulu or Prime, like it's way worth it if you can afford it to get the no ads. Like I have the ads right now and I cannot stand it. It's like we've lost all of our patience. Like I see these ads and like I said, it's always like some kind of prescription drug for something. And it's like, oh, you want to clear up a little bit of eczema on your skin? Well, take this pill and here's the side effects, stroke, die, blood clots, death. It's like, dude, I think I'll stick with the rash I got for real. Like it's just all those commercials and it's like, oh my gosh. And it's the same commercials over and over again. Jim Murray was in that movie. Yep. Amanda, cut out high fructose corn syrup to help clear your eczema. See, that's the thing. Like we've come so far away from anything that's natural. I mean, how do you think people lived for all these years before all these freaking medications? It's crazy. It is crazy because they had all these natural remedies and shit. Like your great grandma, dude, she had a cure for everything, she had to cure for everything. She was like, yep, here for the truth. Me too. But yeah, it's wild. Okay, I want to pull this up just because I wanted to make a point on this. So, Doji for the win. Confirmed. Doji says USAID gave Chelsea Clinton $84 million, which was supposed to go for relief in Haiti. Line items show $3 million of the $84 million was spent on Chelsea Clinton's wedding, and wait for it, $10 million to purchase a luxury mansion, all on our dime. So here's my thing. It's great that you see all these. Doji found this much money. Doji found this fraud. Doji did this. Doji did that. Found $384 billion or $1 million or whatever it is, of taxpayer dollars that were spent on this, that, fraud, this, that, or the other thing. But here's my thing. That's great. But why aren't we seeing any arrests from these things? Why aren't we seeing the arrest for the fraud? Why isn't Chelsea, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, why aren't we seeing any of the arrests from people that stole this money, from people that committed these crimes? Like that's what we're waiting for. Like it's great that you want to say, hey, we found all this money, but where are the arrests at? Why are people not being arrested? Why are people not, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. If you discovered all this fraud and you can prove it, why are they not in jail? You know what I'm saying? Because we live in that world where they want to portray this one thing to you, but not actually do anything about it. And that's crazy. They're like, well, you're aware of it now. You're aware of it now. Now we're confirming it at least. At least you got our confirmation. But we're still not going to arrest anybody for it. And that's what pisses me off. Because damn well, if you lie on your taxes, I mean, listen, it's coming down on you. You little lonely taxpayer, it's coming down on you. But all these thieves and criminals, these freaking lifetime criminals are taking mad money from people and nobody's doing anything about it. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, my grandma used to watch the Waltons. Good night, John Boy. That's so crazy, the things that you remember, you know? I still use all my mom's remedies. She was born in 1917. Wow. You might have to give me some of those, Elizabeth. Like, let me know some of those remedies and ingredients. Right. Veronica, right? Or maybe I can start a channel like that one chick and complain until someone sends me 50 cents. Oh, it's crazy. Why do they shove info but nothing's done? It feels like mockery, gaslighting. Yep. Good night, Sue Ellen. I just good night, John Boy. He was the last one. And there was the Waltons, right? One of the it was the Baldwin. One of the Baldwin brothers was in that, and he had no tongue. Remember, he couldn't speak. Mama, am I right? It's weird, the stuff that you remember from you know what I mean, as a kid. I have not seen the Waltons. I mean, is that even still on? Syrup of black drought, gag his whiskey and honey for cough. Little House on the Prairie. My grandma had 9 kids, so we to me a wonderful life and family lots. I've seen A Wonderful Life. I've never heard of Family Lots before. What was that show I used to watch? It was on like Nick at Night, and there was like 4 girls. There's one had long brown hair, one little small black girl, another girl with blonde hair, and they lived with this old lady. What was the name of that show? Do you know what I'm talking about? But that used to be on like Nick at Night all the time. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Facts of Life. Yes, Kristen. Thank you. Facts of Life. Yep. Thank you. Star Child. Yep. Did y'all ever watch that? Yep. Different Strokes. Tootie. Was that old lady were they in like a foster home or like a boarding school or something? What was that? Oh, boarding school. Yep. Hey. Isn't that Fat Albert? Hey. It's Fat Albert. Oh my gosh. But you know what? I only saw the new version of that movie. Like, I never saw the cartoon until they put it in that movie. Oh, Lord. Prince of Bel-Air. I used to watch that all the time. Oh, yeah. See, they don't make TV like they used to make TV anymore, in my opinion. I loved Young Riders, about the Pony Express with the Baldwin brothers. I was obsessed with Stephen Baldwin. I thought he was gorgeous. Who was the Baldwin that played John Boy in the Waltons? I know it was a Baldwin, and I know he had no tongue. He couldn't speak. But it was definitely a Baldwin brother. God, that's so weird. Like, I was so little. That is so funny. Moving on up to an apartment in the sky. Yeah. To a deluxe apartment in the sky. You know what's funny? And still to this day, and I'm 36 years old. You know what's funny? One of my favorite movies of all times is still Steel Magnolias. Like, I loved that movie. That was such a good movie. I grew up with my grandparents pretty much. Like, the majority of my life, I was with my grandparents, and My grandma was born in 1925, same as my grandpa. So I grew up with them. So I always was exposed to older stuff like that, like these older shows and things. My grandma was really into, so she had her certain soaps that she watched every day. And she watched The Young and the Restless, The Bold and the Beautiful, and As the World Turns. Those were her daytime shows, and she always watched the Mr. Food Guy at noon. Whatever he was making, she was watching that Mr. Food Guy at noon. Well, I'm pretty sure he was on in between the soap operas. The $6 Million Man. I've heard of it. I don't know what it is though. I think that chick gets more clicks and views because she's so obnoxious and she knows it. It's become a trend. The more obnoxious you are, the more people see, and that's what I cannot get behind. Yeah, I know Fat Albert is the Bill Cosby show. I know. I know. Dark Shadows. Nope, never heard it. Never seen it. I love some Tom Selleck and some Blue Bloods. Elizabeth. Same CNY. I grew up with my dad and Pentecostal evangelist grandma and watched Archie Bunker a lot. Oh my gosh, Mama's Family. Yep, I used to watch that in the morning before school. Sure did. My grandpa really liked the X-Files. He would watch the X-Files and he would watch Tales for the Crypt Keeper. And that was on at midnight. And I always thought, wow, that creeps me out when I was a kid, no lie. Tales from the Crypt Keeper. Oh yeah, she was a big fan of Golden Girls too. I know, it's funny. They don't make TV like they used to anymore. Dark Shadows. I don't think I've ever heard of that. I have never seen that, JR Nana Boomer. By the way, welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. Has anyone ever seen Tom Arnold movie Gardens of the Night from 2008? I had a roommate who that happened. I've never seen it. I'm going to have to look it up. Gardens of the Night. Nope. I have to look that up. Oh, okay. Dark Shadows was a spooky soap opera. That's for sure. That is for sure. Dude, some of the stuff I see on TV, that shit was not allowed on TV back in the day. You didn't have TV shows. I remember, oh my gosh, I'll never forget this. I remember being at home one day and I was flipping through the channels and Jerry Springer was on, right? And it was just on for a minute. And my grandma was like, what kind of trash is this? And from then on, she was always like, I hate that. That is the trashiest, most garbage. And it is. I mean, it was trashy. Let's be honest. They wanted it that way. It's what sold. That's what people wanted. But my grandma was like, oh my God, that pervert old man. She is so funny. My kids love Grease. I still love Grease. That is one of my top movies for real. I love Grease. I didn't like Grease 2, but I loved the original. Oh yeah, my grandma she was everybody's grandma. All my friends called her G-Ma. Yep. Yep. Happy Days with the Fonz. What? I liked Growing Pains too. That was kind of newer. That wasn't, as older, but that was a newer one. But I did like that as a kid. Okay, let me get off of this. Actually, I just shared it. I just shared this on X earlier today. Like name one like there was a clip from this movie and they were like, this is how dads should be. We need more dads like this in the world. And I was like, oh my gosh, it made me, I haven't seen that movie in so long, but it's definitely in the ranking of one of my top 10 favorite movies. And that is John Q. Have you guys ever seen that? About the dad, Denzel Washington played the dad, and his son needed a heart, and the hospital wouldn't do it for insurance purposes. So they tried to raise the money, and the dad was going to take his own life to give his son his heart. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Such a good movie. He was really good in Man on Fire too. With a little blonde girl. Dakota. I didn't like Grease 2 either, but the first one loved. My husband's cousins were in the dance competition scene at Saturday Night Live. Speaking of Travolta. Stop. That is so cool. Your husband's cousins were in the dance competition scene in Saturday Night Live. That is so cool. Elizabeth's Saturday morning cartoons were the best. Yeah, my husband still says that. Yep. I think it was. I think it was, Nicole. When my daughter was 3, welcome Tabitha. When my daughter was 3, she got her immunizations, and for a week straight, she had a high fever and both of her thighs were swollen, and then her mannerisms, she was different. Then I got her evaluated. Did it stick with her, Tabitha, or did it eventually go away, or no? Fried green tomato. That is a good movie too. She said if I tell my husband if Denzel comes calling, I'm gone. Oh. Land of the Lost. Land of the Lost. I've heard of it. I can't picture it though. You know what I keep wanting to picture when you say that to me? When I hear Land, I know it's not that because I know it's something different. But I keep picturing, the movie about the 4 little dinosaurs. There were like 4 little dinosaurs, and then there was that tiny little dinosaur, Petrie. Oh my gosh, I used to love them movies. Tabitha. Okay, and I found out she had autism. I did not let the state pay for it. My grandfather paid for it, so it was not biased. And they told me that she cannot be vaccinated ever again, or her autism increased. Right? That is crazy. I'm so sorry. The Three Fugitives with Nick Nolte, James Earl Jones, and more. Only one still making me laugh hysterically. Please see it. So funny. Okay, it's called The Three Fugitives. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, do you know what the hell was the name of that movie? I did watch the Brady Bunch. I watched them all the time. They were on Nick at Night too. Oh, I can't think of it. Watch, we'll get done and I'll go, shit. That's what it was. Throw Mama from the Train. Oh my Lord. That lady, dude, she was a mean old lady. Do you know I've still never seen that? The Notebook. I've still never seen that movie. And Ryan Gosling is like, oh, Lord. Oh my God, Mima, thank you. Land Before Time. Yes, that's what it is. Yes, The Land Before Time. Yep, I've never seen The Notebook. He was really good in Ryan Gosling was really good with Anthony Hopkins. Oh Lord. I keep telling my Fracture is the name of that movie. That is so good. If you have not seen that, that is a really good freaking movie. It's called Fracture. Girl, isn't it? There's another one. The baby says not to mama. Notebook is awesome. A married couple. The lady gets dementia and her husband is with her the whole way. Aw. A really good romantic movie, though, is The Vow. Oh, God. Such a good movie. I remember my grandpa. Dude, I wish I still had it today. It'd be worth so much money. My grandpa come home one day, and he had this huge box. I had to have been 5, 6 years old at the time. And he come home with this huge box. All of like every Disney VHS movie you could think of was inside this box. Seen them all. I was so happy to get that box. I wish I still had all them original VHSs, dude. They'd be worth so much money today. Oh, the dinosaurs. That's what they were called, right? The dinosaurs that lived, yeah, and they had the little baby dinosaur. No, I was talking about Land Before Time, but there's a show called Dinosaurs. I remember that. My cousin she was older than me. She used to watch that show all the time. I know. Watch. Well, I'll be coming back in chat at some point. Go, wait, what was the name of that? I gotta look that up. I could not stand HR Puff and stuff. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I love that. My son used to say it to me all the time when he was in trouble. Yep. Such good time. I know. Mama, 50 Goes West. Yes, I had both of those. That little mouse. Yep, for sure. I had both of those because there was 2. They did a 2 too. They were good movies. They just don't make movies like they used to anymore. It's so crazy. And even now, like my kids will say something, right? And I'll be like, that is not new, right? Like that's remade. Like that came out way back in the day. Way back in the day. I never seen American Bandstand, but American Bandstand was the band. American Bandstand was the band in Greece. That's how, or I would have never heard of it. Major Pain was really good. Billy Madison. By the way, they're coming out with a Happy Gilmore 2 on Netflix. And I think my husband said June or July it'll be released, but oh yes, Mellow. Ren and Stimpy was on that. You know what? I think back on that now. Same with like Rocco's Modern Life. I'm like, man, these were like they're gross. Like Ren and Stimpy was they were. You didn't think it as a kid, but they were gross cartoons. Like always talking about earwax and some kind of nasty. It's like ugh. Yeah, it's crazy. Jimmy was a Brit. He had a magic talking flute, and HR Puff and stuff had the shape of the purple dinosaur and was the mayor of whatever. And there was a witch that rode a broom with a sidecar. Give me Bugs Bunny any day, right? And Elmer Fudd, yeah, all them. I remember Cat Dog seeing it as a kid. Or Doug Funny. You guys remember Doug Funny? My husband used to love that show, Doug. Oh, yeah, for real bugs. Yep. Oh, my God. It's so crazy. Maxine, it is for almost a year and a half and out of the hospital most of the time. In the hospital, thank God I survived. Oh, my goodness. Indian in the cupboard. Me mama. Wait. Me. Oh, yeah. So many. It's so crazy, isn't it? Like you forget about these things but you don't. They're in there somewhere. They're in there in the back of your mind somewhere. Oh my gosh, the kids duct tape my cat and dog's butt together. That's funny. Family Affair. I don't think I ever seen that one. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I had meningitis when I was 2 after I got my vaccinations in the hospital for a year and a half. I'm thankful. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So glad you survived. That is crazy. Father Knows Best. Yep. Seen that. The Littles. Welcome, Bluegrass Meadows. The Littles. I don't. All right, let me see what else I got up here. I don't even know what's up here now. I don't know what The Littles is. What is this? Hold on. Let me pull this. Let me see what this is. It's a must watch. Yeah, I used to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Them were the good times. My ears are ringing like crazy right now. Somebody must be thinking about me. Oh yeah. Okay. Let me pull this up real quick. I want to read this. So I actually have a video about this. Oh God. Again, if I could go back and know what I know now. Shortly after giving birth to my son at the hospital, I had 3 doctors gang up on me while my husband and mom went to get a car seat. One doctor said, he won't have vitamin K if you don't give him the vax. That's very dangerous for him. I said, I wonder how people lived without this for thousands of years, especially since it's crucial to clot blood. I believe vitamin K occurs naturally on day 8. Am I correct? They said yes. I said, okay, we'll pass. Then they left. Actually, in hindsight, it was ABBA. I hadn't slept for 3 days and my fuse was short. 2 nurses came in right after that to check my son's oxygen level so we could complete the ridiculously long process of going home. Unfortunately, his test failed. They tested him over and over, and I noticed that his oxygen stats are supposedly dipping in the same sequential order every round. 97, 96, 94, 98, 99, 97, 96, 94, 98, 99, so on and so forth. This was enough for them to keep him for a heart defect. They'd have to run several tests. We'd be there for at least a couple more days. I said, do you have another machine? This one is clearly broken. They argued with me for 30 minutes, all but threw a fit and went and got the second one. His stats were perfect. Perfect. I hadn't slept for 3 days. I just gave birth, but I'm having to fight people to see a very clear problem with this machine. After the perfect 100% oxygen saturation for 5 minutes, there were mumbles from the nurses about how many failed tests there had been lately. I wonder how many people they duped into staying days and even months longer. I wonder how many babies they flood with chemical syrup so they can see a heart defect that doesn't exist. How many doctors' errors cause secondary damage because of unnecessary testing, because of faulty equipment, or just ignorance. These people curse you with their very words without verified evidence. According to them, my son had a heart defect. I had asked if I could leave without them determining he was healthy, and their response was, "You can't leave until it's resolved," because that's what their faulty machine said. Vitamin K injection, which, by the way, they give you right after you are born. And then right after that, they also give you the hepatitis B vaccine, which is completely unnecessary for babies. Intravenous and intramuscular use. Severe reactions, including fatalities, have occurred during and immediately after intravenous injection of, oh my God, what the hell does that say? Phytonadione, even when precautions have been taken to dilute it and to avoid rapid infusion. Severe reactions, including fatalities, have also been reported following intramuscular administration. Typically, these severe reactions have resembled hypersensitivity or anaphylaxis, including shock and cardiac and or respiratory arrest. Some patients have exhibited these severe reactions on receiving this for the first time. Therefore, the intravenous and intramuscular routes should be restricted to those situations where the subcutaneous route is not feasible and the serious risk involved is considered justified. Dude, it is insane. Do some research on some vitamin K. It is absolutely crazy. And they put that shit into your child. Actually, I did a video. I'm going to have to see if I can find it. But I did a video about exactly how many vaccines your baby gets by the age of 5. It is crazy. It is way jumped from when my grandma was a kid. And not for nothing, but when I was in school, I remember when I was in elementary school, there was one girl in our whole school that had autism. One girl in our whole elementary class. You know what I mean? Not class. Like there was 3 first grade classes. There was one girl out of those, and there's 24 kids per class. You know what I'm saying? It was very rare. I'm watching Bluey right now with 5-year-old granddaughter. I like it. Clean, wholesome life lessons. Never watched Bluey. My kids are all too old for that now. I got kicked off because I told Bill Gates he's a moron because carbon is what plants need to thrive. And the carbon is what we breathe out. And if you reduce it to 0, everything would die. Yeah. Don't get me started on old Billy. Old Billy there. They were little people that lived in a home's vent system or hole in the wall. Aw. Is that what you're talking about? Are you talking about the littles? Oh my gosh, you still have all them, Elizabeth? You can get some money off of those. For real. Still in the case. Dude, I got vaccinated for chickenpox when I was a kid. I had chickenpox twice. Okay, Bluegrass. I have to look at it. I have to check it out. I never had mumps, but I know I got the chickenpox twice. But dude, I mean, the chickenpox were the chickenpox. You know, you had red dots all over your body. They were itchy, and you had to use calamine lotion. Like that's all I remember about it. And it's very contagious, but I'm saying. now there's so much, it's crazy. Like the numbers are astronomical. Let me see, what is this? Mr. Rogers. You know what? I never really liked that. I don't know. I was always kind of creeped out by him. I didn't really like that show. Wasn't a big fan of Sesame Street, although I did watch it when I was like 2, 3 years old. When I was like real little, I used to watch Barney. Don't Make Fun. The Purple Dinosaur was very popular when I was a little kid. When I was 3, I could sing the I Love You song in Spanish. I still remember like the camping. I don't know if you guys remember if you ever watched it, but I used to watch Barney when I was like 3, 4, or 5 years old. And they finally did the movie instead of the show. And they went camping in this movie. And they kept telling the little girl, like they kept telling them, if you get lost, they all had whistles. If you get lost in the woods, hug a tree and blow your whistle until somebody finds you. Like, I don't know, like certain things like that always stuck with me. Yeah, I never liked Pee Wee Herman either. Right, JR Nana. I just felt so, I don't know. I just always thought something was weird with this old guy and puppets like all day. Like it was just weird. But I was cool with the purple dinosaur. Like it's so weird. I know. My kids were like, "Oh my god, mom, you watch Barney? Who watches Barney?" But I used to watch him when I was real little. By the time I was like 10, like Barney wasn't cool anymore. No, maybe like 8, 9, 10. Barney wasn't cool anymore. Yep, the Muppets. I never really got into that either, though. The Electric Company. I don't never even heard of that, I don't think. There was a show called The Electric Company? Oh, no. I could not get behind Teletubbies. Those things creeped me out too, for real, for real. When I was a kid, I can tell you it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh, The Electric. No, I've never heard of it. Yep. 30. Yep. That's me too. I am a Bill just sitting on Capitol Hill. Yeah, no, never did like the Teletubbies. Mickey Mouse Club. A lot of celebrities were in that when they were kids. Reading Rainbow, yep. We used to watch that in school. I used to like the Magic School Bus with the teacher that always took the kids on awesome field trips, dude. How cool would that have been? The best way to learn, right? I tried getting my kids, they didn't like it. I'm like, really? The Blue and Pinky Winky were in trouble for being Oh, I'm sure they were. I'm sure that, yeah. I never really, they always creeped me out. That was a weird show. I love the Magic School Bus, entertainment and learning about science. I know, it was awesome. Oh my God, dude. I remember in school we used to have to watch Bill Nye the Science Guy. I mean, he was cool when I was a kid. And then I remember when COVID happened and they were like, oh, well, here's Bill Nye. And I was like, seriously, guys, he's not even a real freaking scientist. Like, he just played one on TV. But I go, that's so crazy to me. No, I actually did a whole thing on him. Like, he's not even actually a real scientist. It's bonkers. It was crazy, but they were trying to appeal to like us, like our generation that was like, well, here, Bill Nye says so. And you're like, oh, good. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, I used to watch Power Rangers all the time. Pink Power Ranger was always my favorite. Of course, she was pink. Her name was Kimberly. Yeah, I did like the Power Ranger. I know. Oh my God, I feel this is crazy. Yeah, Bill Nye. I used to watch that in school all the time. I know. Now kids just watch like YouTubers online. They're like, YouTubers. My daughter's into shows though. Like I just watched Outer Banks. Oh my gosh, such a good show. I didn't think I'd like it, but I did like it. A really good show is Under the Dome. If you've never seen that, it's on Prime. Under the Dome. Oh my gosh. I've seen it probably 4 times all the way through. It's so good. Yeah, Wild Kratts. My kids did watch that. I still like Goosebumps. I do. I had all their books. I had their whole book collection. And Are You Afraid of the Dark was one of my favorite shows on Nickelodeon. Loved it. They're still good stories. Well, I had fun just hanging out and chilling with you guys today. This was fun. I thought this was fun anyways. Appreciate you guys being here with me. My kids watched it when they were real little. But it's funny. I was talking to my husband about it. Like my kids, when they were little, they watched like Team Umizoomi, which was really good. PJ Masks. What else? Boss Baby. My gosh, what else? The Backyardigans. Like those are the kinds of shows my kids watched when they were little. I'd say from the time, I'd say probably after 5, 6, no, I'd say probably like 6, 7, 8, 9 is when I started getting into. I had the whole collection of all the Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen movies because they had that whole adventure series and they had all kinds of movies. Oh my gosh, I was hooked on those as a kid. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, for sure. For sure. Mima. I know, right? I know. Hello, Michelle. Goosebumps author was doing a book tour with the library, and I took my grandson to get a book signed by the author and asked him questions probably about 6 years ago. Wow. That's cool, though. That is cool. Yeah, kids today don't know, they don't know what it was like. Like, it's so wild. Team Umizoomi, though, was really, like, my kids had educational cartoons. Like, when I was real, like, Saturday cartoons were just fun cartoons. Flintstones, Wile E. Coyote, Scooby-Doo, shit like that. Like, it was just fun entertainment. It wasn't, that's all it was meant for. It was meant to just entertain, and it did, dude. Kids love Saturday morning cartoons. But, my husband tried getting my kids to watch Scooby-Doo a few times. My daughter likes it, but my other kids are like, not my thing. But they really did like Umizoomi and the Backyardigans, and they were educational, so it was good. Yeah, I can do that. I can make this a Tuesday thing, Mima. I bought Home Alone for my grandkids to watch. They were about 7 and 11. They were shocked. Love Home Alone. Still love Home Alone. We watch it every year. I consider Home Alone a Christmas movie. A lot of people don't. Like me and my husband, like, I consider Home Alone a Christmas movie. It happened at Christmas time, but if you like look up Christmas, it's not listed under Christmas movies, but that's how I always considered it. Dude, did you see that, Tabitha? Crazy. Oh, that's awesome. They got to meet him at Disney World. That's so cool. Yeah, we can do this. I'll make this a regular Tuesday thing. I'll get my videos up. We'll chat, we'll chill, we'll talk, we'll discuss. It'll be fun. It's a little different than, you get to take yourself out of the true crime. You get to take yourself out of the drama. You get to take yourself out of the BS and just chill and hang out and chat and reminisce. That's true. That is true. Bell bottoms are still, I love me some good bell bottoms. Prairie Warrior, that's what we'll do. We'll make this a Tuesday morning thing. That'll be fun. You guys can think of different things to, you know what I mean, bring to the discussion table for next Tuesday. It'll be fun. All right, but this has been a long one for me, 2.5 hours. That's a long time for me. But I had so much, time flew. I had so much fun hanging out with you guys and just shooting the shit and talking. So I appreciate you guys staying with me and sticking with me through this. This was really fun. We will make this a Tuesday thing. Thank you for the suggestion. We'll be here Tuesdays. And from now on, when what I'll do is Monday night, I'll make it, I'll schedule the live so you guys will know and get it ahead of time. That'll be fun. Dude, I was thinking about that last night. Like, it's getting on my nerves. Just, oh, Lord. But I do want to thank you guys so much for being here. Please hit that like button if you have not already done so. Those of you that are not joining the live and you're rewatching later, I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. If you want to become a member, consider becoming a member of the family. Thank you guys so much. And anybody who wants to donate to, us, our cause, our family, the links are down in the chat. They're on the screen and they will be in the description below. Never expected, but always appreciated. Thank you guys so much. I love you all. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay safe. Keep asking those hard questions. Keep spreading that light. And I will see you all next time. Thank you guys.